So hello everyone. So today's topic is the chapter 2 of Aerodynamics 1, and we are going to deal with elementary flows and combinations. So what are elementary flows? Let us have a look at it, and what are different types of elementary flows? We are going to see that. So your elementary flows are uniform flow, source flow, doublet flow, vortex flow, combination of uniform with the source and sink, and non-lifting flow over a circular cylinder, Kutta-Joukowski theorem, and generation of lift. Okay, so let's just go with what is an elementary flow. So nature has given us so many options or so many types of flows which we are experiencing. When we are standing on near a tree, a cool breeze passes by us. We are having a tornado. So we are having a fountain. So all these are different types of elementary flows which can be mathematically modeled. So what we are going to do here is we are trying to bring whatever are the parameters which define the type of a flow into the equation form so that we can analyze the flow after combining the flows. So what we will do in the elementary flows is for mathematically modeling, we are first setting up the boundary condition, that is the velocity in either Cartesian coordinates or in cylindrical coordinates. So we are considering a two-dimensional flow field which can be extended to a 3D. So getting the expressions for stream function, that is xi, and velocity potential function phi. Using xi equal to constant and phi equal to constant, we will be getting the pattern of streamlines and equipotential lines. The last step what we do is, we check whether the circulation or vorticity exists in the flow. That means, is the flow irrotational or not? So coming to the first elementary flow, that is the uniform flow. So how do you define uniform flow? So a uniform flow, it is defined as a physically possible incompressible flow with del dot V bar equal to 0, where del is a mathematical operator, and irrotational flow with del cross V bar equal to 0. Next, what we will start is we are considering a uniform flow which is oriented in x direction. So we are just assuming that there is a flow starting with the boundary conditions, that is the velocity field. So here in the figure you can see that the velocity is v infinity in the x direction, right? And in the y direction, the velocity is vy, it is equal to 0. So velocity in the y direction, it is 0. So we are taking the boundary conditions as this. So u is equal to v infinity and vy equal to 0. So the velocity is given by v infinity in x direction. Therefore, the velocity potential and stream function, we already know the relation between the velocity field and the stream function. That is given by these four equations. Dou phi by dou x is equal to u equal to v infinity. Our first, second velocity potential, xi is given by the next two equations. So what we are doing here, we are just taking it as, we are naming these equations as A, B, C, and D. So coming to the velocity potential, calculating the velocity potential, what we are doing, it is integrated because we have the partial differential equations. We can integrate them with respect to A and B. So once we are doing it, so what do I get? These are your equations. We are getting phi equal to v infinity x plus fy and phi equal to constant plus g of x. So comparing both, because both are representing the same velocity potential, phi equation, these two equations are the same, right? So what is that now? We are getting phi equal to v infinity x plus constant. So in this, again, phi is used in the differentiation only. That is, we are differentiating dou phi, even if I know the value of phi, what I will do is I will differentiate it with respect to x, or I will differentiate it with respect to y. That means even if I have a constant or don't have a constant, I can drop the constant, right? It doesn't make any difference. So what is happening now? We are getting phi equal to v infinity into x. So this is your equation for velocity potential. Please make a note of it. The next one, calculating the stream function on the similar grounds. We are integrating the equations c and d with respect to x and y. So dou xi by dou y is equal to v infinity and dou xi by dou x is equal to 0. So what am I getting? We are getting xi equal to similar grounds. We are getting xi equal to v infinity y. So we have mathematically modeled the velocity potential and the stream function of the flow using the boundary conditions. Now coming to the equation of the streamline and equipotential line, what are the definitions? The streamline is given by xi equal to constant. So it means xi equal to v infinity y, which is equal to constant, implies v infinity is anyways a constant. The free stream velocity is a constant. What is left out? Y equal to constant. That is, y equal to constant is a line parallel to x-axis. So y equal to constant is a line parallel to x. Next, coming to the equipotential line, it is given by phi equal to constant. Phi equal to v infinity x, this is equal to constant. If this is equal to constant, it implies x is equal to constant. So x is equal to constant is a line parallel to y-axis. Therefore, what do I get? Uniform flow is represented by the streamlines parallel to x-axis as we are seeing in the figure. So observe this figure. So this is your uniform flow. This is your x direction. This is your y direction. And you are having v velocity in y direction, u as velocity in x direction. And this is your xi equal to constant equation. And your equipotential line is represented by phi equal to constant equation, right? So this is your equipotential line, which is perpendicular to the streamline. Fine. Now coming to the next step, calculating the circulation and vorticity. We all know that circulation is represented by gamma, and it is given by the equation integral of negative line integral over a closed curve for v bar dot ds bar, where ds bar is the length of the curve, right? So how to calculate? It is an incompressible flow and irrotational flow from the definition. So now if I'm substituting xi and phi, whatever I got in Laplace equation. So Laplace equation is given by del square phi equal to 0. So in the next step, we are simplifying it. Okay. And del square, check whether these two are satisfied or not. Del square xi equal to 0. So what are these equations now coming as? Del square, dou square xi in a 3D flow or a 2D flow, it is given by this equation. And your stream function del square xi Laplace equation, it is given in this form, expanding it. Now what is happening? The circulation and the vorticity equal to 0. Check out whether these conditions are satisfied or not. Check out whether del cross v bar is equal to 0 or not. So del cross v bar, if it is equal to 0, whatever the boundary conditions you are taking according to that, then it is equal to, it is an irrotational flow. Fine. Now if we just summarize this uniform flow, we are having this, any elementary flow, these are the steps. The first is I have the velocity flow or velocity field. What is it given by? Vx and Vy. Next is equation of the velocity potential, stream function, Y equal to constant is a streamline. Equipotential line is x is equal to constant. The circulation is 0 and the vorticity is 0. So this is your mathematical modeling of a flow, which is just having straight lines. So if I'm just considering a flow in this direction with a velocity, a cool breeze, something like that. So this is your flow. Fine. So V infinity, unidirectional flow. This is how we model the uniform flow. So thank you.